but I've never seen a company so stubbornly ignore their own fans and ignore something so organic like what they have with Daniel Bryan. And it's not just it's an IWC, Internet Wrestling crowd, overreaction. Again, I'm watching the Rumble with two people last Sunday who were casual fans at best. They see the reactions this guy gets on television, and in one case, the girl loves Total Divas. The only reason she even watches wrestling now is because of Total Divas. So at least with one fan, that show works. I haven't really seen a huge influx of new fans because of that show, but she would count as one of them. So she follows, the Bellas on Instagram, and she knows all about, Brie and Brian and Nikki and John Cena and all this other stuff. So that, they watch the show and they react. It's almost eerie. They react the same way that you guys do. And you guys are a hell of a lot bigger fans than they are. And they watch this and they turn to me and they say, why is he not even in the Rumble? And I don't even have a good answer for them. All I did was look at her and I said, because they're fucking idiots, that's why. So this is not just all the internet marks salivating over themselves. Oh, I used to watch Daniel Bryan when he was in Ring of Honor. Those internet nerds. This goes far beyond internet wrestling fans. I don't want to hear that it's all the IWC marks, okay? Fuck off with that shit. At one point this week, there was a petition on the White House website with over 100,000 signatures demanding that WWE give Daniel Bryan a championship match at WrestleMania 30. I didn't sign that one myself. I did sign the White House petition to have Justin Bieber deported. That one I did sign. And it's completely ridiculous, I agree. You're not going to start a White House petition over something like that. I mean, that's just stupid. But this goes far beyond just like internet fans. I'm so tired of reading about how it's only the internet crowd who loves Daniel Bryan. Nobody else cares about him. He's so boring. I mean, look, there are people who don't like the guy. That's fine. If you think he's short, you think he's boring, he's too vanilla, he's overrated. I'm not saying that you can't have that opinion. But I keep reading it's only the IWC marks and stuff like that. That's not true. This goes far beyond those people. But let me address something else that's been bugging me. Okay, if Bryan is going to wrestle Triple H now at WrestleMania, it's not because it was all part of the plan. If Bryan ends up going to WrestleMania to wrestle for the title, or he wins the championship at the Elimination Chamber and he defends it at WrestleMania, trust me, that was not all part of the plan. They didn't bring Dave Bautista back to headline WrestleMania in a triple threat match. If it happens, it's because you made it happen. So I say keep chanting long and loud at every show. And that could be for whoever it is that you want to see on top. If you're a real fan of Roman Reigns, hell, chant for Roman Reigns. If you're a big fan of Antonio Cesaro and you want to see him get pushed more, chant push Cesaro. As a lot of the people already do every week on NXT. When people were chanting We Want Ryder every single week, between that and his YouTube show and all the hits he racked up on YouTube, which WWE took notice of, Zack Ryder ended up with the U.S. title and more TV time than he ever would have gotten otherwise. And a big part of the problem is that people are just tired of the same old faces. It's not just that people love Daniel Bryan. They want something different. John Cena versus Randy Orton is not different. Batista is not new. You'll notice nobody was chanting Daniel Bryan's name during the Brock Lesnar Big Show massacre. The idea that the crowd crapped all over everything that night that wasn't Daniel Bryan and after his match with Bray was over is complete bullshit. They behaved themselves for the Brock Big Show match because they were engaged. Maybe they were even a little bit scared for the Big Show. He did take some vicious shots with that chair. But miraculously, John Cena versus Randy Orton, which we've seen a million times over the years, I can memorize their match in my sleep, they crapped all over. There's a message there. I hope WWE listens. And I hope the fans can appreciate a match like John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. There are still people complaining, it's not a WrestleMania match. It doesn't feel like a strong show. I didn't see it as a WrestleMania caliber match myself when I thought that was going to be the main event. But it's not, so I have no problem with Cena versus Wyatt. It's something different. You're getting exactly what you wanted. How is the guy ever going to get over at a high level if he's not put in high-level matches? I mean, what, would you rather see John Cena wrestling for the title again? Would you rather see another WrestleMania going off the air with John Cena winning the championship? How many fucking times do you want to see that? So it goes both ways here. I am fine with the fans chanting for Daniel Bryan. to answer all the questions I've gotten this week, do you think it's disrespectful? You know what I think is disrespectful? I think it's disrespectful for WWE to shovel the same shit down our throats week after week after week. That's what I find disrespectful. So no, I have no problem with that. I hope the crowd does continue to hijack the show every single week. I encourage people to. You paid for your ticket. If that's how you honestly feel, don't just be a sheep. If that's how you honestly feel, then go ahead and cheer and chant to your heart's content, whether it's Bryan or whoever. Punk, I'm sure we're going to get plenty of Punk chants. Although, like I said, I have a little bit of sympathy for them because Punk's the one who walked out here. That was not WWE's fault. But I have no problem if every building from now until WrestleMania erupts into Daniel Bryan chants during every other segment on the show. And maybe they'll get the message, but for the people complaining about Cena and Wyatt, in that case,